All right, folks, we're live. The Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network broadcasts the championship between CF Swat and CF Stars. This is Doc. I'll be your commentator throughout the game. And I hope you enjoy the broadcast as much as I enjoy bringing it to you. I'll have the lineup for CF Stars here in just a moment, and hopefully I'll have the lineup for the SWAT here very shortly. Again, we're going to go mute for a minute, so we'll be back with you very shortly. Okay. All right, I'll get your numbers as you guys come up. Thank you.
I'm 9. I'm first.
So I'm trying to remember your name from yesterday. Kylie.
Oh, my bad.
All right, let me get a... Do you guys need this back?
No.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I just want to say. You want one?
All right, let me go through lineup for you here real quick in just a moment. Oh, you can't hear me yet because I'm mute. Shoot. Oh, thank you. It's hanging. Yeah, I know. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. All right, so what I can tell you really quick is Abby's behind the plate. Michaela's on the mound for CF SWAT. CF Stars, since they're the visitor, let me run through the lineup for you for them, the batting order. So it's LB, followed by Bailey, KK, Sasha, Jordan, Haley, Brooklyn, Karsha, Janice, and Riley. LB is pitching and Bailey is catching. Lineup for CF SWAT is going to be Kylie, followed by Haley, Emily, Michaela, Abby, Zoe, Troop, Izzy, Emma, Zoe Shoot, and Destiny. Pitching, like I said, is Michaela, and catching is Abby. All right, so we're about to get this one here started here in the top of the first, the championship. The Pasco Grand Slam. This is Doc again for the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Thank you for joining. I want to shout out to Tampa Bay USSSA and Tim Labus, the tournament director, and of course Jack Inman for the social media piece. So thank you all very much for joining. Glad to have you. If you are watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you get notified when we go live. If you're watching on Facebook, follow, share, and like as well. All right, so here we go. First pitch from Michaela. There's a ball in the dirt, and this game's underway. So 1-0 count. A beautiful day. Some clouds in the sky, as you can see, but overall, nice and warm. Not like yesterday at all, for sure. And a great day for softball. So 1-0 count. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a ground ball back up the middle. Nice snag by second base over to first, and that is one down. So one out. Trying to see who that is. It's 92, but I don't have any numbers, so I can't tell you at the moment who that is. I can see Abby's 82, and I can see Michaela's 22, and that's about all I can tell you right now. There's a ground ball back to shortstop. She has trouble with it. Throw it over, and they get her. It's a nice stretch by first base. I think it injured her a little bit, it seemed like. It's a 2 down. So 2 up, 2 down. And here's KK. She takes ball low. So 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the 1-0. Line shot down the left field. That's going to go all the way to the fence. KK will go into second with a stand-up double here in the top of the first inning. So over the past 2 games, in total counting that hit, KK is now 4 for 4. The home run, a couple doubles, and a single. All right. Sasha steps in. Jordan's on deck. Called strike. Abby got away from Abby for a second, but she recovered. Oops. It's an 0-1 count to Sasha. KK holds where she is. And the pitch. Ball just off the plate. It's a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the 1-1. Line shot into left field. That's going to get down for a hit. KK will hold at third as the throw comes in. And Sasha goes to second, and she is safe. So heads up running by Sasha puts her on second base. We'll give her a single, and we'll call it going to the throw allows her to go to second base. So runners on second and third with 2 outs now. Jordan steps in. Haley on deck. Called strike, and it's a 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike. We are in the top of the first of the championship, the Pasco Grand Slam. Again, thanks for joining us, folks. Glad to have you. Ball just off the plate. That's a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, that ball goes to third, and they actually get... All right, so this is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Network. We'll be right back in just a moment. All right, we are back. So I'm not sure where the, I think the out occurred with KK, but or the batter. I'm not quite sure. So we'll get some clarity on that, on who the actual out was on. But nevertheless, it is 3 outs. And so we go to the bottom of the first. And leading off is going to be Kylie, followed by Haley, and then Emily. So we'll see who comes up to the plate, then we'll know where the actual third out actually occurred. I think it was on Jordan, but we'll get to that in a minute. Anyway. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, so here we go. Kylie steps in. Looks like number 92 is Haley. She is on deck. It is indeed Haley. And Emily will be the third batter. LB's on the mound with Bailey behind the plate. And there's a ball outside. So an 0-1 count to Kylie. And the pitch, ball up and outside, and it's 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. And here's the 2-0 from LB. Called strike. And it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Call strike 2. It's a 2-2 count now to Kylie, who's leading off here in the bottom of the first inning. No score right now. And here's the 2-2. Ball 3. And we got a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Kylie. So LB gets her pitch, comes set and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 1 away. So 1 down. That brings in Haley. Emily's on deck. And the pitch. Called strike. And it's an 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike to Haley. There is 1 out. And the pitch. Ball outside. And it's a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And it's a ball up, and now it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Haley. And that's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike now. And here's the 3-1 pitch. That's ball 4. And LB issues her first walk of the game. So Haley's on first. That brings in Emily. Michaela comes out on deck. Michaela is the pitcher for CF Swat in this championship. Called strike on the inside corner. So, and it's ball 1, so 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And it's ball outside, and it's 2-1. Off the throw down to first. And And Haley went ahead and headed to second base. She's in there with a stolen base. And the count remained 2-1. There's a ball up. It's a foul ball, and that remains on the field, and it is a 3-2 count now to Emily. Foul tip, strike 3, and that is 2 down. So that brings in Michaela. And we were just discussing here in the booth that there's been 6 home runs today. And those are performed by 4 different players. There's a ground ball up the middle. That's going to get through. And here comes the... No, actually scores Haley. So an RBI single for Michaela. And CF Swat draws first blood here in the championship. That brings Abby to the plate. Abby is the catcher, so they're going to have last batted out, which is Emily, pitch run for Michaela. That's a ball low to Abby, and it's a 1-0 count. So 1-0 lead so far here for CF Swat. And there is 2 outs, so my apologies for slacking. So 2 down. A 1-0 count to Abby. Emily is down at first. That ball gets away from Bailey. That allows Emily to go down to second base with a wild pitch. And that's ball 2 to Abby. Michaela, she actually singled in an RBI. And they put in Emily to pinch run since Michaela's the pitcher. And there's a 2-0 count to Abby. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a ball outside, and it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Emily's at second in place of Michaela. And Haley scored on the single by Michaela, which has given the lead to CF SWAT in this one in the first inning. This is called strike, and now it's a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the 3-2. There's a pop fly into right field. That is going to be foul. And so Abby gets another chance. New life. On deck is Zoe Troop. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 3 outs. So, 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and 1 left on base. And at the end of 1, it is CF Swat 1, CF Stars 0. All right, coming up, I think it's going to be Haley leading it off, but we'll double check here. We'll see where they counted the out at for that last at bat. All right, this is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back in just a moment for more championship action. All right, folks, we're back. Just a little clarity there, so I did get some clarification. Coach and Blue were talking behind home plate here. The third out was with Jordan. So Haley will be up to the plate to lead things off. Brooklyn will be on deck, and Karsha will be the third batter. Again, thanks for joining us here. Glad to have you all. Championship Sunday. Michaela's still on the mound. Abby's still behind the plate. I apologize earlier. I pronounced Zoe Shutt's name as Shoot. But I've now got the correct pronunciation, and that's for the CF SWAT team. And here we go. Michaela comes set, gets her pitch, and delivers to Haley. Ball high. And it's a 1-0 count here to start off the second inning of this championship. So 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the 1-0. It's a ground ball to second. Fielded cleanly over to first. And that is 1 out. That's Kylie over to Izzy. So 1 down. That brings Brooklyn into the batter's box with Karsha on deck. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Nice snag by Abby. And it's a 1-0 count. Call strike on the outside corner. 1-1 count. And here comes the 1-1. Ball in the dirt. And it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Brooklyn. All right, it's a 2-1 count. And the pitch. That's a ball just a little bit up. And it's 3-1. So those of you who have been watching a few of the games, you'll notice the field did not change. We actually moved the championship over to field 1 for this one. But it is a beautiful day. Called strike, and it's a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes on Brooklyn. Temperature is probably around 80 or so here in Tampa. So for those of you not in Florida, it is quite warm here, and it's actually nice. It's not humid. There's a ground ball to Kylie over to second. She fields it, throws over to first to Izzy, and that is 2 down. So both Haley and Brooklyn ground out to Kylie at second. And that brings in Karsha with Janice on deck. There's a ball in the dirt, and it's a 1-0 count to Karsha. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Should see that on the scoreboard here in just a second. And the pitch. Ball on the inside, and it's 2-0. So 2 balls, 1 strike. I'm sorry, 2 balls, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the second inning. Championship game of the Pasco Grand Slam, put on by Tampa Bay USSSA and our Triple Threat Tournament Director. I'll explain why in a second. That's ball 3. Tim Labus, what a phenomenal job he's done to not only put on this tournament, but be tournament director, site director, and field crew all in one. So the complete package. And that's ball. There must have been a strike in there somewhere I missed. So maybe it's 3-1 now. Yep, so there was a strike I did miss. And here's the 3-1. And there's ball 4. And Karsha's on. That brings in Janice. So 2-out walk issued to Karsha. And Riley comes out on deck. And of course, Jack Inman for social media crew. It's made all this possible. And Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network's broadcast of bracket play and pool play yesterday. And here's the pitch. Ball on the inside. There's a throw down by Abby. Wow, what a throw by Abby. That gets into just off the glove of shortstop. That is Zoe Troop. That goes in center field. Then that moves Karsha over to third. I think, yeah, it's a 1-0 count. Confirmed. Ball outside. It's 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Carson's at third. She's the time run. There's a line shot. Emily Shepard, what a snag on third base. And that ends the inning. Wow. No runs, no hits, no errors. And 1 left on base at the end of 1.5. It's still CF SWAT 1, CS Stars 0. All right, coming up in the bottom half of the second inning is going to be Zoe Troop, Izzy, and Emma. This is Doc of the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. I'll be right back. So we're back. Called strike to Zoe. LB's still on the mound, and Bailey's still behind the plate. And Zoe takes strike one. It's a ball outside, and it's 1-1. So in total today, if I finally got my facts straight, there's a foul ball, and it's 1-2 count down to Zoe. If I got my facts straight, to think I do, there's been a total of 7 home runs today, hit by 5 different players. Yeah, one of those players hit 3. That's ball 2. So 2-2 count to Zoe. 5 of the 7 are with the CS Stars. The second baseman out there, KK, 3 bombs. Bailey with the catcher, current catcher right now with a bomb, and then LB with a grand slam as well, and she's the pitcher. So there's a foul ball down the line out of play, and we'll do 2-2 again. So 2-2 count on Zoe. Here in the bottom of the second inning. Just got underway with the bottom of the second. Timeout by Zoe, granted by the umpire. And that's ball 3. So full count now to Zoe Troop. And here's the full count. Payoff pitch, rather. Sorry about that. And that's ball 4. So Zoe captures a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the second. Then brings up Izzy and brings out Emma on deck. It's a ball outside. And it's a 1-0 count. We got a kick ball on the field. So 1 ball, no strikes. Zoe's at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. And the pitch. Ball high. Zoe holds it first. And it's 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. Ball high, and now 3-0. So LB has had quite a few high count bats facing the batter, each batter. Sorry, I can't talk apparently. Anyway, she's thrown a bunch of pitches to all the batters. There's ball 4. And that puts runners on first and second. So 2 back-to-back walks issued by LB. That brings in Emma with nobody out. Coach calls timeout to go out and settle his pitcher down. And with that, we'll take a quick break. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. All right, we do have a pitching change, and it is KK going into pitch in relief of LB. So with that, we'll let KK warm up, and we'll take a small break. This is Doc and Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Okay, so KK is now on the mound. What I was saying about LB, she's her pitch count for each batter has been quite high. She's always behind the batters, and was making it tough on her. So Jordan's at third, Sasha's at short. LB moves over to second. There's called strike to Emma, and it's an 0-1 count. And Janice is at first. And here's the 0-1. Ball high. Well, actually, not a ball high. Sorry, she went on the bunt. She tried to bunt it, and now she's 0-2. She committed to the bunt. There we go. That's a better way to put it. So 0-2 count to Emma. Zoe Shutt is on deck. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. And that is one out. So Zoe steps into the batter's box with Destiny on deck. And the pitch. Called strike. And it's an 0-1 count. Here's the 0-1. Ball high. And that allows the runners to move up. As that one came all the way back, there's a reminder, if you've heard me say mentioned earlier, that the cage itself, the backstop itself, is about 25 feet or so away from home plate. So that was a nice hustle by Bailey to get back here to prevent any further damage. So it's 1-1 count to Zoe. There's a foul ball. It makes it 1-2 with Izzy at second and Zoe Troop at third. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. One out. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three, and that is 2 outs. That brings in Destiny. And then Kylie's going to come out on deck. Kylie struck out her first time up. Still got Zoe on third and Izzy on second. Called strike. And it's an 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike to Destiny. And here's the 0-1. Ball just a little low, and it's 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Destiny. And the pitch. Called strike. And now it's a 1-2 count to Destiny. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. On Destiny. And the 1-2 pitch. Ball 2. And it's a 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes 2 outs, 2 on. Swat lead at 1-0. And the 2-2. Ball 3. And now the count's full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. There is an open base at first base, and just in case KK would lose Destiny, she does have somewhere to put her. On deck awaits Kylie. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 3 outs. So, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left on. That's 3 runners that the CS SWAT has stranded. We move on to the 3rd, and it's going to be Riley, LB, and Bailey. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back in just a minute. All right, so we're getting things underway here. Interestingly enough, the Stars have also stranded 3. So it's a pretty even game. It's a 1-run game. Again, Riley's going to lead it off here in the top of the 3rd. LB will be on deck, and she'll be followed by Bailey. This is the Pasco Grand Slam Championship between the CF Stars and CF SWAT. And actually Michaela's still in the game pitching. Called strike. And Abby's still behind the plate. So no one count on Riley. Just got underway here in the top of the 3rd. And here is the 0-1 pitch. Call strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes. And here's the 0-2. There's a liner to to third base. Snagged by Emily. And that is 1 away. So LB steps in. LB grounded to second base her first time up. Bailey's on deck. She grounded to short her first time up. And the pitch by Michaela. Ball off the plate. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch. There's a line shot over the second baseman's glove. That goes all the way to the fence. LB is going to go to 3rd, and she may keep trucking. No, she holds at 3rd with a stand-up triple. So 1-out triple by LB. And the Stars are threatening here in the top of the 3rd. That brings in Bailey. KK on deck. KK hit a double her first time up. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. And it's a 1-0 count. It's a nice stop by Abby. As the tying run is standing down at third base. So if you're listening on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. Also hit that bell so you know when we go live in the future. And if you're watching on Facebook, please follow, share, and like as well. That helps our channel. It helps us bring better content to you. So sacrifice fly by Bailey to right field ties this ball game. So 2 down. It's a 1-1 game. KK steps in. Base is clear. This helps enhance the experience for you, the fans, watching, because you're the reason we do this, as well as these players. So I believe that was a ball. That's a 1-0 count to KK. Just ball high. And it's 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes to KK. Sasha's on deck. And that is ball 3. It hits Abby in the face mask on the bat hop. And here's the 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. And now since KK's walked, LB is going to come in and pinch run, as KK is the pitcher right now. So that is the second walk issued by Michaela in this one. So 2 outs. That brings in Sasha. LB is at first base. Sasha singled her first time up. And here's the first pitch from Michaela to Sasha. It's ball outside. There it goes. Ooh. Wow. What a throw by Abby to get LB at second base. And that's 3 down. All right, so let's see, no run, or 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. And at the end of 2.5, it's a tie ball game. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd with CF Swats, and it goes back to the top of the lineup with Kylie, Haley, and Emily. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back in just a moment. All right, so we're back. A couple changes on the Stars side of the defense. Jordan is now catching. KK still pitching, but they moved LB back over to 3rd. So Sasha's at 2nd, Bailey's at short, and LB is at 3rd. All right. So here we go. And the first pitch to Kylie. Ball inside. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes to Kylie. It's a 1-0 count to Kylie. And the pitch. Ball 2. So 2-0 to Kylie. And that's ball 3, just a little bit up and outside. In the words of famous Bob Uecker, just a bit outside. So 3-0 count to Kylie. And 3-0 pitch. Called strike. And now it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Call strike 2. And KK's worked it back to a full count after falling behind 3-0. And there's the payoff pitch to Kylie. Pop fly, foul territory. LB's over. Couldn't make the catch. And we will do 3-2 again. So Kylie has new life. And 3-2. There's a fly ball in the left field. That's foul territory. That's out of the reach of Karsha. And we'll do 3-2 again. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Kylie. And here's the payoff pitch again. Ball 4. And Kylie hangs in there. Good at bats. And gets walked. That brings in Haley. Haley walked and scored her first time up. And on deck is Emily, who struck out her first time up. And here's the pitch. Ball low. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes to Haley. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Kylie holds it first. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's a tie ball game. It's a tight championship here. And the 1-1. Ball outside. There's a throw down by Jordan. And Kylie is safe. So I believe it's 2-1 now. No, 1-1, sorry. And Kylie's standing down at second base with a stolen base. And here comes the 1-1 to Haley. That's a ball. Gets away from Jordan. That allows Kylie to go all the way to 3rd. And it's 2-1 count now. So we'll call it a wild pitch that moves Kylie over to 3rd. So she represents the go-ahead run. And foul ball. And now it's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Kylie at third. Emily on deck. Emily made the nice snag at third on that line shot. And here is the 2-2. Pop fly in the center field. Kylie tags. Here comes the throw. It's way up the line. And Kylie scores, and that takes the lead for CF Swat. So we'll give a sacrifice fly to Haley, and it's a 2-1 game. Emily steps in. Base is clear. 1 down. Ball up. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes to Emily. Michaela's on deck. Michaela singled and drove in an RBI back in the first. And here's the 1-0. Called strike. And it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Emily. Call strike 2. And it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And here's the 1-2. It's a fly ball in the center field. That gets down for a hit. And Emily is on with a 1-out single. That brings in Michaela. Abby comes out on deck.
Let's go 2-2.
Abby struck out her first time up.
Hit the ball.
And here's the first pitch to Michaela. Pop fly on the infield. Sasha's coming over, makes the catch, and that's 2 down. And Emily will stay at first base. So 2 down. Abby steps in. Zoe Troops on deck. She walked her first time up.
Go, Abby, drive 1. Hey, back in the box and drive it.
Ball outside. Throw down to first by Jordan. And Emily is safe. So 1-0 count to Abby. Here in Starkey Ranch, field 1. Fly ball, foul, out of play, way out of play. That hits the building behind us. And it's a 1-1 count. Very nice facility here at Starkey Ranch. Bracket play here today. On field 1 and 2, they moved the championship over to field 1, which is why we're still here. Here's the pitch. And that ball gets way away from Jordan. And Emily is going to third. Here's the throw. And they get her. So that's 3 outs. All right, so on that one, and so Abby will come back up again in the 4th. They do get 1 run, though, on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 3, it's a 2-1 lead for the CF SWAT. Now we're going to the top of the 4th. And coming up in the top of the 4th is going to be Sasha, Jordan, and Haley. This is Doc of the Tampa USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Just real quick before we get started here. Um, so, so Kylie scored on the sacrifice fly by Haley, and Emily got caught at third on the throw down by Jordan to LB, and that ended the inning. So Sasha steps in. Jordan's on deck. Jordan is, like I said, the catcher. There's a line shot into left field. That's going to get down. That's gone all the way to the fence. Sasha is still motoring around. Here she comes into third. Here's the throw, and she is safe. And that's a stand-up leadoff triple for Sasha here in the top of the fourth inning. All right, that brings in Jordan. Time run at third base, nobody out. On deck is Haley. And the pitch. There's a bunt up the first base line. Foul. And it's a 0-1 count. So no balls, one strike. Nobody out. Leadoff triple by Sasha. So Stars are threatening. There's a foul ball out of play, and it's 0-2 now to Jordan. So Jordan was called out in the first inning for interference, which ended the first. It's an 0-2 count. And here's the 0-2 pitch. It's a ground ball to first base. First base would get to Izzy. Tax first, but by that time she turned around. Sasha was in, and that is one out and one run across. So tie ball game. And we'll give Jordan a sacrifice. Haley steps in. Haley fly ball. Foul, and it's a 0-1 count to Haley. So one down. And here's the 0-1. It's a ground ball back up the middle. Nice snag by Michaela, and that's two down. So two outs. Base is clear. Brings in Brooklyn. She ground out to second her first time up. Karsha is on deck, and she walked her first time up. And the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-1 to Brooklyn. So no balls, one strike. Two outs. It's a ground ball to first, fielded cleanly by Izzy, and that's three outs. So leadoff triple leads to a run with the sacrifice by Jordan, and we got a tie ball game. So one run on one hit, no errors, and nobody left. After 3.5, it's 2-2. Coming up in the bottom half of the fourth inning, it's going to be Abby, Zoe Troop, and Izzy. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, we have a pitching change. It's going to be Brooklyn is on the mound now. Brooklyn, earlier today in bracket play, it's in my other book, but she struck out 8 in her start this morning. And against the West Pasco Pride. Or no, I'm sorry. I am incorrect. I will get that corrected in terms of my thoughts on that. Sorry, it was Lady Bombers and Stars. So she struck out 8 of the Lady Bombers in that 10:30 game this morning. And that's a ball. To lead things off here, Abby. So it's a 1-0 count to Abby. So 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch called strike. And it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Abby. And here comes the 1-1.
On the other side, you see him?
Ball low. And now it's 2-1. Bottom of the 4th inning. 2-2 game. There's a fly ball on the right field. Deep fly ball. Oh, that's off the bottom of the fence. And Abby is going to start this bottom of the 4th off with a triple, much like Sasha did in the top of the 4th. What a shot by Abby. So, let's see. Abby's going to get a pinch runner. Maybe? Nope. Nope, she's going to run. Actually, coach calls timeout to go out and talk to his pitcher. As we start things off here in the bottom of the 4th. So the Stars have been pretty efficient. They only strained at 3, just like the Swat has only strained at 3. So it's a 2-2 game. Kind of back and forth. 2 heavyweight fighters throwing punches. And we'll see who's standing at the end. But right now, it's tied. And CF SWAT is threatening with run number 3. As Zoe Troop steps in. And she walked her first time up. Izzy's on deck. She also walked her first time up. And here's the pitch. Called strike. And that is an 0-1 count now on Zoe. So no balls, 1 strike. Abby at 3rd. And the pitch. Ball high. And it's a 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Foul ball. And it remains, or it's now 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Bottom of the 4th inning. Abby triples to lead things off here. And she represents the go-ahead run. And Zoe calls timeout, steps out of the batter's box, granted by the umpire. And it's another ball there. So 2-2 now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Zoe. 2-2. Foul ball. And we'll do 2-2 again. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch. Called strike 3. And that is 1 out. So 1 down. Abby's still at 3rd. Izzy steps in. Emma's on deck. Emma struck out her first time up. Matter of fact, she was victim number 1 of KK. There's a ball high. So 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the 1-0. Called strike. And now it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Izzy. And the pitch. There's a bunt right back to 3rd. And LB holds on to it. And that puts Izzy on. So runners on 1st and 3rd. Still 1 out. Brings in Emma. Zoe shut on deck. She also struck out her first time up. I want to thank you all for joining the broadcast. Whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, glad to have you. I'm Doc, Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network commentator. I want to think we're at the Pasco Grand Slam Championship between CF Swat and CF Stars. It's called strike on Emma, and it's an 0-1 count. Izzy goes down to second base. Some runners at 2nd and 3rd. 1 out. Brooklyn's on the mound. Jordan's behind the plate. Ball just off the plate, and it's 1-1. I want to thank Tampa Bay USSSA for putting on the tournament and allowing Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network to broadcast it for you, to bring it to you folks that can't be here in person. And here is the so still 1-1. Emma calls time, gets it granted, steps back. And the 1-1 pitch. Bunt popped up. And everyone has to hold where they are. So that is 2 down. A pop-up bunt right there to Brooklyn. And now all of a sudden there's 2 outs. So Abby led off with a triple. Zoe struck out. Izzy singled on the infield. It was a bunt, but no throw. Ball just outside. And it's a 1-0 count to Zoe. Destiny's on deck. She also struck out her first time up. And it's a 1-0 count to Zoe. And there's the timer. It's ball 2. So what that means is, since we're in the bottom of the 4th, if CF SWAT scores, ball game's over. If they do not, we move on to the 5th. So it's all coming down to this at bat. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch. Called strike. And now it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Very tight game here. Very exciting tight game. Runners on second and third. Abby led off the inning with a triple, and she's been at third ever since. And here's the 2-1. Ball in the dirt. And it's 3-1. Now, there is an open base. So Brooklyn does have a place to put Zoe should she walk her here. And she'll be followed by Emma. And here is 3-1. Ball 4. And bases are now loaded. So there is a force at any base. That's one plus, I guess, for the Stars. The SWAT, though, have 2 outs. And they're looking at all they got to do is put the ball in play, everyone be safe, and that's the ball game. So Brooklyn, it all comes down to this at bat. It comes down to this at bat. Either the game's going to end on this at bat, or we're going to the next inning. That's ball 1. So 1-0 count to Destiny. It's quite interesting that Destiny holds the destiny of this game in her hands. And the pitch. Called strike. And it's a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Two outs. Bases loaded. And here is the 1-1. Foul ball. And that makes it 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Brooklyn gets the pitch. She comes set and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 3 outs. And we go on to the 5th inning. All right, so we are going to the 5th. And this 2-2 tie. Coming up in the top of the 5th inning, it's going to be Karsha. Sorry. Thank you. Sorry? Brooklyn. Karsha's up. Yeah.
So Brooklyn's on base.
Oh, so I don't know. Maybe they're doing it a little differently here. Does it continue normal, or does it? Well, I know that Karsha is the batter, regardless of what happens. Janice will be on deck. So Karsha walked. Janice lined out to third base. That was Emily. Made a spectacular catch down there. And Riley, who also lined out to third. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network, and we'll be back in just a minute. All right, so here we go in the fifth. Down at second base is Haley. So we'll start with a runner. Now that we're tied and timer's up, it's considered extra innings. So now we'll start with a runner on second base. And Karsha is at the plate. So it's an 0-1 count on Karsha. I think it's, it is Brooklyn. Sorry, it is Brooklyn on second base. But Haley is running for us since Haley was the last batted out before the pitcher. Long story short, it's Haley out there but running in place of, there's a pop fly right here. Abby's got it, and that's one down. So one out. And Haley remains at second base. And she's running, like I said, in place of Brooklyn. So one down. Janice, foul ball. And it's 0-1. So no balls, one strike to Janice. Riley's on deck. And here's the pitch. There's a fly ball in the center field. Center fielder comes on. Can't get to it. She kicks it with her leg. And here comes the throw home. It's off target. And CS Stars take the lead as Janice goes into second base. So we'll give a single to Janice, but it's an error on the center fielder, which allows Haley in place of Brooklyn to come around and score. And Janice goes to second on the throw, home. So it's a 3-2 ball game in favor of the Stars. It's a ball to Riley. Riley's up at the plate. Janice is down at second. LB is on deck. One out. I think. We'll find out. Maybe there was already one out, but I think there's no outs when they're doing this. Ball outside, so I'm not sure. But we're just going to go with one out for now. So it's 2-0 count. And the pitch. Ball outside. That's ball 3. So a 3-0 count. And here's the 3-0. Ball 4. And Riley's on with a walk. That brings up LB. Bailey's on deck. Triple bomb threat. LB, Bailey, and KK are the three that, which are all coming up, are the three that hit 5 of the 7 home runs today. Called strike, and everybody holds where they are. So no balls, 1 strike. Nice stop by Abby back there. And the pitch. It's a line side. Oh, nice snag by Zoe at short. Wow. And that's 2 down. Everybody holds where they are. Janice got back just in time to second base on that. What a leaping catch by Zoe. That prevented at least another run from scoring. So fantastic defense out there. That brings in Bailey, and KK's on deck. 2 down. And you should see it come up on the scoreboard here in just a second. There's a called strike to Bailey. So an 0-1 count. Michaela's still going strong in there for CF SWAT. And here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two. So no balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2. Ground ball back to Michaela. Throws over to Izzy. And that is 3 outs. All right, so 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on. At the end of 4.5, it's a 3-2 lead by the Stars. Coming up for the SWAT here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. So Destiny will be on second base. And coming up is Kylie, Haley, and Emily. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network with the Pasco Grand Slam Championship. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, we are back, and as first thought, Destiny is at second base to lead things off here. There's no outs, so I did get that clarified. And Kylie is at the plate. Now, Kylie struck out and walked and scored last inning, which gave the go-ahead run. And that's ball 1. So 1-0 count. There's the pitch. There's a bunt foul. And it's a 1-1 count to Kylie. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Brooklyn's still on the mound, and Jordan's still behind the plate. Janice at first. Sasha at second. Bailey at short. LB at third. Karsha in left field. And I think that's Riley in right. And I'm not sure who's in center. So I can't see numbers from here. And there's a bunt right back to Brooklyn. And no throw. As we'll give a single to Kylie. That moves Destiny over to third. So runners at first and third. Chances are on this pitch. Again, if I'm a betting man, that Kylie will go to second base on the pitch. There she goes. And no throw. So that was a ball. So 1-0 count to Haley. Emily's on deck. Haley has walked and had a sacrifice fly to center field. And Emily is struck out and singled. Now the go-ahead run, or the winning run, I should say, is standing at second base in Kylie. And here's the pitch. There's a bunt foul, and it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Tying run is Destiny at third base. Now, last inning, they had bases loaded, 2 outs. And it didn't end well for CF SWAT, which is why we are in the 5th. So here's the 1-1 from Brooklyn. Wow. So pop fly on the bunt. LB snags it out of the air. And that's 1 down. Runners remain at second and third. It's a lot of good defense this game. Coach calls time to go out and talk to his pitcher. Like I said, the tying run is at third with Destiny. And Kylie represents the winning run in this inning. Or game, I should say. If nothing happens here, if CF SWAT does not score, of course the game ends and the Stars win. If Destiny does make it home and that's all they get, then we will move on, of course, to another inning. And the pitch. Foul ball. And it's a 0-1 count to Emily. Michaela's on deck. Michaela singled, drove in an RBI, and flew out to second base. It's an 0-1 count to Emily. And here's the 0-1. It's a line shot in the center field. That's getting down for a base hit. That's going to score one. Here comes the winning run to the plate. And she is safe. She is safe as the ball gets knocked out of Jordan's glove, and the CF SWAT win the ball game with a single by Emily. And that scores Kylie and Destiny. And folks, this one is going to end in a 4-3 win for CF SWAT. And let's go over that real quick in this one. So Destiny started at second base. Kylie singled in the infield, no throw to first base. A bump foul, pop-up foul by Haley was out number 1. And then Emily comes up, hits the 2 RBI single into shallow center field. And that scores Destiny and Kylie. Destiny and Kylie. So that ends it for us here, folks. The championship between CF SWAT and CF Stars. Final. CF SWAT 4, CF Stars National 3. Again, this is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network, bringing you the Pasco Grand Slam tournament. Again, I'd like to thank Tampa Bay USSSA, Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network for broadcasting, Jack Gimman for social media crew, and of course Tim Labus, tournament director, site director, and field crew. Again, thanks everyone, and hope to see you again on the airwaves here. Again, if you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, share, and hit that bell. And if you're on Facebook, follow and like, and of course share. Again, thanks a lot for listening. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Have a great night, everybody.